Hello, my name is Kendrick Harris. Today I want to talk about whether network marketing is a scam or not. I often get people asking me, say, Kendrick, why do you do network marketing? It's all just a scam. And I ask, so why would you say something like that? And they often say, well, set up like a pyramid. The people at the top makes most of the money while the people at the bottom really don't make that much money. Well, isn't the company you work for set up the same way? Don't the owner make the most money? Then maybe the CEO, then the president, the vice president, the board members. Then you got the general managers, the head managers, the assistant managers. Then you have the employees that been working there for a long time. Then you have the employees that just started. Then you have the different departments in the company, and they all pay different. So exactly how is network marketing a scam, but your job isn't, when it's set up exactly the same way? Oh, well, it's a scam because you have to pay money in order to start working the business. Well, what business you know that you don't have to pay any money to start it up? And on top of that, when I was working a 9 to 5, I spent at least $100 a week, if not more, in gas just getting to work. That's not including going to eat lunch on my lunch breaks and different things like that. Now, if you add up that $100, within a year, you done paid like $5,000 just to work at your job, just for gas money to get to your job. Now, if you add that times 25 plus years that you have to work, you done pay well over $100,000 just to work at your job. And I'm the one being scammed? Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about your job, and let's talk about my business opportunity. Well, at your job, you probably had to put in dozens, if not hundreds, of applications before you even found a job. Now, you were lucky that you even got a job because it was probably dozens or even hundreds of applications for the same position that you got. Now, out of all those people, they happened to pick you for the job out of all those people. And keep in mind, some of them people were probably more qualified than you, but due to the high volume of applications, they just happened to pick yours. Now, you go to the interview and you basically have to be fake just to get the job. I mean, let's be honest with each other. I mean, at the interview, do you really act the same way behind closed doors at your home? Most of us don't. So you're being fake just to get the job. Then after that, the manager or the owner tells you how much you're worth before they even see your work ethic. Like, how crazy is that? Like, you go into the interview and they tell you, oh, you're worth $7 an hour. You're worth $10 an hour. You're worth $12 an hour. What? Hold up. I mean, you haven't even seen my work ethic yet, and you're already telling me what I'm worth. So you're telling me if I'm the hardest worker in the world, you're still just going to pay me $10 an hour. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm telling you. So you're telling me that if I work way harder than my coworker, we still get paid the same. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But I'm the one being scammed. Okay, now let's go even further than that. You have to work, you have to pray that you happen to work for the same company for 25 plus years before you can even think about get retirement, or in other words, residual income. Now, I done seen family members, I done seen friends that worked at companies for 20 plus years or 15 plus years, and all of a sudden they got laid off. Now they done work for that company and put all those hours in and done spent all that time away from their family and friends and away from their own personal time, and now they have nothing to show for it. Now they're in the unemployed line. I mean, and I'm the one being scammed? You have to hope and pray that you even stay healthy enough, and you got to hope and pray that you don't even get injured that will prevent you from working for the next 25 plus years. You know, people don't think about those things. If you get hurt or if you get sick somewhere in the next 25 plus years, how are you going to survive? Who is going to take care of you? If you come in late, you're getting rolled up just because it happened to be an accident on the road. Now you're at risk of being fired. Every day you're at risk of being fired. A lot of companies now are going through temp services because they don't want to pay anybody benefits. So they just hire you for 3 to 6 months, fire you, and just hire a whole group of more people to come in and take your position. Most companies have the 90-day probation where they can fire you for any reason. They don't even have to have a reason, and they can fire you. And I'm the one being scammed? I mean, you have to ask to get a day off. I mean, you have to ask. Some people even have to ask to go to the bathroom. Some people not even allowed to go to the bathroom. I mean, my dad, he used to drive Greyhound buses. He couldn't just stop at every corner and go to the bathroom if he had to. A pilot just can't hop up and go to the bathroom if they needed to. I mean, you're basically a slave for those 8 or 12 hours you're at work. You have to work anywhere from 5 to 7 days a week, 8 to 12 hours a day, just to make enough income to barely survive. For most people, you know, some people do have good paying jobs, but for most people, I mean, it's an absolute struggle. You know, I mean, just imagine, I can literally stop working the 2 network marketing companies I work for a year and then decide to come back and start working the business again. Let's see that happen. Let's see you go to your manager and tell them, hey, I really just don't feel like working for the next year, but I expect my job back next year when I come back. I mean, they're going to look at you like you nuts, you know? I mean, people don't think about those things. We're just in a cycle, a revolving cycle. That's all it is. I mean, we're actually getting worse. I mean, back in the days, people actually were entrepreneurs. They had their own businesses. They were either carpenters or farmers or locksmith or whatever. And they brought their family to work in the family business. If you worked for someone else, you were considered a slave. You know, I mean, basically the truth. Nowadays, people think that's the only way they have to survive is to work a 9 to 5. And there's other options out there that you can make a lot more money, you know, if you put that same time and effort as you do in your 9 to 5 job. Most people don't put that time and effort into network marketing, which is why they don't make any money. I mean, it's common sense. If you don't do your job, you don't get paid. Just like any business, if you don't do your job, you will not get paid. That's not a scam. I mean, that's just the rules of the game. That's just the rules of the game. And on top of that, you're not even putting in nowhere close to the amount of hours that you're putting in your 9 to 5. You know, but just imagine if you did. Just imagine. I know some people that work 40 to 60 hours a week. Just imagine if somebody put 60 hours into their network marketing business. And just imagine how fast it would explode. You know? So those are the things you have to think about when you're thinking that network marketing companies are scams because they're set up like a pyramid, or because the people that work the hardest and been there the longest makes the most money, while the people who just started or the people that really don't work the business that hard make the least amount of money. I mean, how is that a scam? I mean, I really don't understand it. But anyways, I just wanted to touch on that subject. My name is Kendrick Harris. Be looking out for more videos. Peace.